So what the hell just happened in Japan? Guys, welcome to the channel, and I'm just catching up with these. Japanese market has biggest one-day fall ever as Australian stocks slump. And this is happening all over the world. Let's check this out. Analysis, U.S. economic impact of Japanese stocks. Okay, let's go with this one.
We spoke to Honda Hirokuni of Tokyo University about the Tokyo stock market's plunge on Monday. He explains why concerns about a U.S. economic recession have such a big impact on Japanese stocks.
Stock markets in Japan and the U.S. are becoming more interlocked. That means they're more likely to move in tandem, even more so than at the time of the 2008 financial crisis. Foreign investors now account for a very large proportion of players in the Tokyo market. When stocks plunge in the U.S., they unwind their positions in Japan to make up for the losses.
Okay.
Japan's stock market has been propelled by export-related issues under a weak yen. But if the Bank of Japan pushed ahead with rate hikes while the Federal Reserve embarks on rate cuts, the spread
It was just like 5 days ago that they raised the interest rates.
Will narrow and the yen will swing higher. This will be a major drawback for export-related industries, which again would negatively affect the market.
Honda says future trends of Japanese stocks will also be affected by the U.S. economy. He says he is particularly watching the U.S. real estate market. He says prices
That's going to be fun.
are falling due to the large amount of unsold office space resulting from the shift to remote work.
It's always like, it's not just one thing. It's a combination of many things, right? It's the insane inflation just because of monetary imbalance by just printing money nonstop and just devaluating their currency so as to fill their own pockets, of course. But this is translated into inflation, which translates into poverty for everyone else, right? So it is in part the real estate issue, in part prices are inflated beyond reason, as you probably know. There is, of course, at the same time, huge amounts of empty buildings because people are not working from buildings anymore. People realize that, yes, I can work from home. Yes, most businesses even find it beneficial to not have to worry about renting or buying office space. While at the same time, many companies that have a stake in their buildings being valuable, they want to force you into those offices. But it is very difficult when this is like trying to force people to use horses instead of cars when we have gone beyond that that technological leap towards moving forward.
Consumer prices and employment levels tend to draw attention in general, but in the case of the current U.S. economy, I think the real estate market is the key focus, namely how far it declines. Media outlets heavily reported in May and June that the U.S. real estate market is facing some serious problems, the kind of problems that would have major implications.
It's the traditional, the typical, I mean, it's not as if we haven't seen it before, but it's a bubble that's about to burst, basically.
On large banks. While we do not know if something similar to the 2008 financial crisis might occur, the level of adjustment will likely determine the scale and severity of a possible crisis, and Japanese stock prices would inevitably be affected by the developments.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's basically it. So it's one of the worst days of the Japanese stock market, and it's going to have a huge impact all over. Just, little signs, red flags here and there. Keep updated and know how things are going. Guys, that's going to be all for now. See you in our next video. Take care.